what drowning actually feels like. It's not something I ever want to find out or know, because in my eyes, this is like one of the worst possible ways you can get taken out the game, right? We're going to watch the video and see what it feels like. I guess, I mean, it can't exactly tell you what it feels like because it's not actually happening. It's just, I don't know. I'm curious. It's just sparking my interest. Let's do it.
Perfect day, clear water. You decide to swim out just a little farther than usual.
Yep.
And then you feel it, a rip current, sudden,
That's
violent,
scary.
pulling you away from shore. You try to swim back, but the ocean's stronger.
That is so
Your arms
scary.
are getting tired, your legs feel like concrete, and then you go under.
We're going to run the country until such time as we...
First play, Henry, right, and Derrick Henry into the open field right away.
Oh, hey there. I'm your host. By now, you probably
Hey.
know the deal. Dead guy, coffee, morbid curiosity, blah, blah, blah. Let's skip the pleasantries and talk about drowning. You know what's weird? People think drowning looks like thrashing and screaming. It doesn't. It's quiet, terrifying. And today, I'm going
Super terrifying. Honestly, the fact and the idea of drowning scares me so much. When I was a kid in middle school, I had a friend that passed away from drowning. We're in 7th grade. And honestly, I'm going to be real. I cried because I didn't understand death at such a young age. I was confused. Like, my friend's no longer here. He was someone that I hung out with every single day. All right. He's no longer here. So I learned very young about death.
to show you exactly why. What happens in those final minutes underwater isn't peaceful. It's not
I wouldn't
like falling
imagine
asleep.
it being peaceful.
It's panic, pain, and your body fighting a battle it can't win. Let's find out what
Yeah.
it feels like when your lungs fill with water. Okay, you're underwater.
so scary.
And for the first few seconds, you're still in control. You're holding your breath. You know you need air, but your body's cooperating. Your lungs are sealed. You're fighting to get back to the surface. But here's the thing. The average person can hold their breath for about 30 to 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes if you're
Wow.
trained. After that, your body stops asking nicely. Your brain needs a constant supply of oxygen. When you hold your breath, carbon dioxide builds up in your blood, and your body hates that. CO2 triggers your breathing reflex, that desperate urge to inhale. About 30 seconds in, you feel it, that burning sensation in your chest. Not from lack of oxygen yet, but from too much carbon dioxide. Your diaphragm starts contracting involuntarily. Little spasms. Your body's begging you to breathe.
Bro, please breathe!
Why is this motherfucker not breathing?
Oh no, we gotta die.
And you're still fighting it.
Why would they show that as a demonstration? This is such a serious thing to talk about. But all right, I guess. Come on.
Because you know that if you breathe underwater, you're done. So you hold on. You keep swimming. You keep fighting. But your body doesn't care what you know. It has one job. Get oxygen. And it's about to override your conscious control. 45 seconds. Your vision's starting to blur. Your
I can't even imagine when you're underwater and you're drowning, and then your body, like, you're holding your breath, right? But eventually, you can't hold it no more. You're stopping to hold it, and you go to breathe, and you're just gulping in water. That's this the fact and the idea of that. It's super scary. No one wants to go out like that. It's sad.
movements are getting sloppy, uncoordinated. Your brain's oxygen levels are dropping, and cognitive function is going with it. And then you make the mistake, the one everyone makes. You inhale. All right, here's where things get systematic.
Yeah.
Think of drowning like a really twisted video game. Except the only way to win is to not play.
Yeah.
Let's break this down level by level. Level 1. You're underwater, holding your breath, fighting for the surface. This is the maybe I can still make it phase. Your CO2 levels are spiking. Your diaphragm's spasming. Every cell in your body is screaming for oxygen. But
need
you're
air.
still conscious, still fighting, still you. Some people make it out at this level. Strong swimmers. Lucky ones. But if you don't, then welcome to level 2.
Level two.
Your body overrides your brain, and you inhale. Water rushes into your mouth and nose. Your
Inhale.
larynx, that's the gateway to your lungs, immediately goes into spasm. Laryngospasm. It's slamming shut, trying to protect your lungs from drowning. But
Yeah.
here's the cruel irony. It's also blocking air. You can't breathe in,
Yeah.
can't breathe out. You're choking on nothing. About 10 to 20% of drowning victims die right here. Dry drowning. Their lungs never fill with water. They suffocate because their own body won't let them breathe. But for most people, the laryngospasm eventually breaks. And that's when you hit level 3. Level 3, water floods your lungs, and everything goes sideways. Your lungs are made of millions of tiny air sacs called alveoli. Their job? Transfer oxygen from air into your bloodstream. But now they're full of water. Salt water if you're in the ocean,
Ooh, salt water from the ocean. You know that can't be good for your insides, right?
fresh water if you're in a pool. And here's where it gets
Either way, it
medically
don't even matter. If something's filling up your lungs, you're screwed.
interesting.
It's
Salt
over
water
with.
is hypertonic, higher salt concentration than your blood. It pulls water out of your bloodstream into your lungs.
Right.
You're dehydrating while drowning. Fresh water is hypotonic, lower salt concentration. It gets absorbed into your bloodstream,
Yeah.
diluting your blood and bursting red blood cells.
Ooh.
Either way, you're drowning. The method's just scientifically different. Your lungs are waterlogged, heavy. You try to breathe, but you're just pulling in more water. Your oxygen saturation drops below 60%. Your brain's starving, and that triggers level 4. Level 4.
Level 4.
Hypoxia.
Hypoxia,
Oxygen deprivation.
okay.
And your brain starts breaking down. Your cognitive functions collapse. Logic, gone. Memory,
Gone.
fading.
Oh, fading,
You might
okay.
forget where you are. Forget how you got here. Your brain's running on fumes. Some people enter a strange state of confused calm.
Be water, my friend.
They stop fighting. Not because they've accepted death, but
Oh
because
man, that's gotta be like a scary thing, right? You're drowning or whatever situation it may be, and you know you about to go. Accepting death is your fate in that situation. Honestly, has to be one of the most scary things. And I don't know, it's life. We all have to go someday, but just the fact of the idea of having to accept that. You know, I've been in a situation like that where I overdosed. You know, taking the wrong thing, and I was starting to accept I might die right now, okay? And with that being said, my family was all there, and I was telling them, I love you guys. Like I'm about to go. Literally, that's what it felt like. But I just so happened to make it, so here I am now.
their brain literally can't generate panic anymore. The circuits are offline. Your vision's tunneling. Sounds are distorted. You might hallucinate, see lights, shapes, people who aren't there. Your brain's desperately trying to make sense of the chaos. And then your body moves to level 5. Level 5, your heart's in trouble. Big trouble. Your
Yeah.
heart's been working overtime, trying to pump oxygenated blood to your brain.
Bodily organs, for some reason, like, it just scares me, just the idea of them knowing that, like, any day you could wake up tomorrow and your heart could stop, you know, your lungs could stop working, your livers could stop working. Like, we just never know. We're like a ticking time bomb. But all we can do is just really just enjoy life, you know, and pray for the best, prepare for the worst. Enjoy life, man. Don't take anything too serious to the point to where you always mad. You know, enjoy life, live it.
But there is no oxygenated blood. Your heart rate spikes 150 to 160 beats per minute. Then it becomes erratic, skipping beats, fibrillating. Your cardiovascular system is collapsing. Blood pressure's plummeting. Your extremities have been shut down. All remaining blood is being rationed to your brain and heart. And somewhere around the 2 to 3 minute mark underwater, you lose consciousness. Honestly, that's a mercy. Because level 6, you don't feel. Level 6, game over. You're unconscious. Your heart's barely beating. Maybe 20 to 30 beats per minute. Your brain's functioning offline. The cerebral cortex, your consciousness, your personality, your memories, it's already gone. What's left is just your brainstem, desperately trying to keep primitive functions running. Your heart stops, cardiac arrest. Your brain has about 3 to 4 minutes before permanent damage. After 10 minutes, you're not coming back. From the outside, you look peaceful, calm. But that's not peace, that's death. And then it's just silence. Okay, but what does this actually feel like? Let's talk
Don't
about the
wanna
subjective
know.
experience.
But I
Because
guess we're
drowning
here learning.
isn't just biology, it's psychological hell. At first, it's pure primal panic. Your entire nervous system floods with adrenaline, fight or flight at maximum. You're clawing at the water, reaching for anything, desperate for air. And drowning is exhausting. You're fighting your own body weight, the current, gravity. Your muscles burn through energy in seconds. You're running on pure survival instinct. When you first inhale water, it's agony, burning. Your throat's on fire. Your lungs feel like they're being shredded. You're choking.
Have you ever like been swimming and you're underwater and you inhale water? It's a bad feeling. And I remember being kids, like swimming with my so-called, I thought people were friends, right? I used to like swim with people that would try to drown me, you know? And just to think about that, that's crazy. I remember like going to the neighbor's house at my grandma's. I'll go to the neighbor's house and they would literally try to drown me, like hold me underwater. push me underwater and hold me down there, and like the parents would have to come out like, hey, stop that, what are you doing? And that's exactly how accidents happen as kids. And when you're kids, you don't really know what's going on, you know, like you're playing, but in your mind, you know, you could actually probably drown someone. But I guess I was just hanging around some badass kids, I guess. I don't know.
Convulsing, and there's nothing you can do. Then the confusion sets in. Your brain's oxygen starved. Time distorts. You might see things. Lights, shadows, faces that aren't there. Your brain's misfiring, creating false sensory input. Some people report out-of-body experiences. Watching themselves drown from above. That's dissociation. Your brain detaching from the horror of what's happening. And here's the controversial part. Some survivors describe a moment of peace. Euphoria. That's the endorphins. Your dying brain's last gift. A painkiller for the end. But don't romanticize it. That peace comes after the terror, after the pain, after the fight.
Wow.
Drowning isn't gentle. It's brutal right up until you lose consciousness. Final moments. You're unconscious now. And honestly, this is where the worst is over. For you, anyway. Your heart's failing, barely pumping. Your brain's shutting down region by region.
It's time to go at
First
this point.
consciousness, then memory, then motor control,
Yeah.
then the brainstem.
Yeah.
From the surface, rescue divers might see you, and you look calm, floating. But you're not calm. You're dying. Your brain's got maybe minutes before the damage becomes irreversible. But without oxygen, without circulation, those neurons are dying by the thousands. You don't feel your heart stop, you're already gone. Water has a 100% success rate. So there you have it, drowning. 6 levels, from holding your breath to complete system failure. But here's the good news. Drowning is survivable if someone gets to you fast. CPR, rescue breathing, quick medical response, you can come back from this. Your brain can recover, sometimes. So learn to swim, respect riptides, don't swim alone. You know, basic survival stuff. Next time on What Dying Feels Like, I haven't decided yet. Drop your suggestions in the comments. I'm taking requests. Oh,
I'm wondering where this guy gets all this information from.
and stay hydrated.
Smart
out there.
man, man.
Wait, no, don't. Go drink.
He's a smart guy. He has a lot of videos on, you know, weird, crazy topics, and that's why I enjoy watching his videos. The breakdowns are pretty cool. Shout out Mr. Death. All right, y'all go check his channel out. But this is going to wrap the video up. Be careful when you out there in the waters. Be careful when you go swimming in the ocean or whatever it is that you're doing, because the water is no joke. The water is a powerful thing. Also fire, you know. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Drop comments, subscribe, like. I don't know. Goodbye. Peace.